Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka Russ Selfie, and my amazing guest, Mr. Mike Ashabraner. Looking forward to an amazing day. Make sure and share this out. Here we go. Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka Russ Selfie.
Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Special thank you to our sponsors of Marketing with Russ, Kicking Cancer and Baron Robinson, the Alzheimer's Association, and ACMG Digital. For more information on Kicking Cancer and how they support families going through cancer, go to kicking-cancer.org and get all the information you need right now to kick cancer in the donkey. And for more information on the Alzheimer's Association and how they're fighting to find a cure for this dreaded disease, Alzheimer's, go to alz.org and support them today. And finally, for great digital exposure and visibility, go to acmgdigital.com today. Music by Connor Hedge and Protestant, used with permission. Hey everybody, welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka Russ Selfie. It's going to be another awesome day. It's Thursday. It's going to be good. We've got Mike Ashabraner on today. He is always amazing, and I'm super excited that you're all here. You know, I couldn't do this without this amazing audience, and so thankful that you're all here today as we talk about how amazing people connect. That's right. I'm a firm believer that connection and community building is the foundation of any good marketing plan, any good business. And today, I'm thankful that I'm connected with you and this audience. And so thankful for an amazing day. Mike Ashabraner is part of the Hounds of Business, which is an amazing connection group. If you're not already connected to them, you should be. We'll learn more about that today. But so thankful that Mike he's been on now a couple times before and here to share again some more insights as to what's happening in his world. So excited for that. So I love to connect, of course, because I'm all about connection. So go to russhedge.com today. I keep it really simple. I'm a simple-minded kind of guy. Go to russhedge.com. If you know my name, it's simple. You got it. There you go. You can find out everything about me there, how to connect. And I'd also love for you to connect to us through our YouTube page. So please subscribe today. Just go to marketingwithruss.live. If you know the name of this show, you can find my YouTube page. Just type in marketingwithruss.live. In fact, you can go up in the corner, open another tab, and do it right now if you're not already connected. Marketingwithruss.live. Love for you to be a part of that. We're growing. It's getting bigger and bigger all the time. Great community. So love for you to be part of that. Also, if you'd be so kind as to share this out and tag your friends. I tell you, a lot of people are busy, got lots of things going on. They need a little reminder. So if today you can do that and share this, I would really be grateful. Thank you so much for that. Just tag them and say hi and let them know we are on. And Mike Ashabraner is going to be here. Hounds, get the word out. start telling other hounds what's going on. And so we're definitely going to have a good show today. Also, just want to remind you, if you haven't already got your copy, Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose, of my other collaborative books, which are #1 bestsellers on Amazon and international bestsellers. Would love for you to pick up a copy of those. Believe it or not, you can get it all at russhedge.com. That's right. Or you go to Amazon or any online bookseller as well. So that would be great. My latest book and the follow-up to Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose, which is Life Happens and Then You Choose, will be out later this fall. I'm definitely going to get it done. Through my health challenges, slowed it down over the last couple of years, but it's definitely happening. I'm in the middle of really getting it all put together right now and writing it. So excited about that. So look for that in the fall. And every week we do something that I love, and that's our marketing tip of the day. Before we have our guest in, I give a little marketing snippet, a little encouraging something encouraging for you to help you not only with your marketing and your business, really, but with your life, right? And so today you're going to love it. I love the marketing tip we have today. So here we go. Are you ready? This gets cut out, put on YouTube Shorts and all social media separately as well, so you can share this all by itself. And I'd appreciate it if you did. I really would. So thank you for that. All right. So here we go. This is your marketing tip of the day. Assume the best. That's right. A lot of times people tell you not to assume, but we all do assume certain things in our life, right? I know the old adage, you shouldn't assume because, anyway, I'm not going to go there. But assume the best. Think of good things. Assume the best in people. When you are actually looking for good things and not always being so skeptical and untrusting, it helps you so much with your life. It reduces your anxiety. It helps your health. It helps you better when you are thinking of good things, keeping that positive perspective and assuming the best in others. Now, they have to pan out and it has to prove that what you're assuming is true. I understand all that. But when you assume the best, normally that comes to fruition. Normally people really want to do good things for the good. I think people are good-hearted. I think all of you are a blessing. And so today I assume the best in all of you. And I pray for all of you today that things are going awesome in your life. So assume the best in people. It'll help you through your day when you're marketing, your business, everything you're doing. And that is your marketing tip of the day. All right, there we go. That's your little snippet for today. And we're going to get Mike in the room and get this party started. Are you ready? Here we go. Mr. Mike Ashabraner, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. First of all, that is the best 80s music, man. It brings me back to childhood, child of the 80s, He-Man right here. And also, is this the show with Kermit? Does Kermit come out on this show? Because if not, I'm going to leave, man. I can't believe that I haven't been with the Kermit yet.
You have to be Kermit on this show because Kermit only comes out on The Experience. Sorry, it doesn't come out on this show.
Oh, well,
he's kind of a special thing for that show. So, but we love Kermit. We definitely do. And maybe someday, who knows? Maybe we'll see.
Hey, a man can dream, all right.
That's right. That's right. Well, listen, Mike, for those of you that aren't in the Hounds that don't know all about Mike Ashabraner, which is probably only a couple people in the whole universe, who is Mike and what in the heck are you up to these days?
Oh, wow. That's an existential question. And hey, first of all, shout out, Russ. Love having you in the Hounds of Business community. And look at all the great folks, man. Unbelievable. Look at the people. You got April. I mean, I could go on a Homer, Nicole, Royce. You got to give them a shout out, right? I mean, they're here. They got other things they could do. Nicole, Yolanda breaks my heart when she's late because I think, she's always there too. I got Big Royce, and I just want to give a shout out. Because that's what I do. I pull great people like you were talking about together, Russ. Great people with great hearts trying to figure out how to make an impact in this world with their business. And that's the key. You and I, all these folks in the comments, that's what we do. We want to change the world. All the stuff that hurt us and that we've seen and that we want to impact, but we won't. We won't because we don't have the people, resources, support, and formula to get it done. So through my nasty journey, I thought I was alone. I thought I sucked at business. I wouldn't cut out for entrepreneurship, right? I was bad at networking on and offline. And come to find out, no, I wasn't. You know what it was? I took a dadgum football to a baseball game, man. That's what it was. So I didn't know the rules, how to start. I didn't have the capital to do the stuff people were telling me. So anyway, that's why we created this thing. Hey, come as you are, accelerate your path and make that daggum impact. That's what the Hounds of Business is all about, brother. And I'm glad you're here. And thank you for the platform to share and get to know people and bring them value today, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, for sure. What I love about what you're all about is I love that bringing a day of football to a baseball game. You are just like, come as you are, join together. We are better together. We move forward by helping each other. Collaboration is not just a word. It's a verb. It's an action. It's something we need to engage in daily because we are so much better when we're working together. We just can't do it all on our own. And I think people that try to do that can only actually handle that for so long. And sooner or later, they're going to fall off. But when you have other people there to help continue and lift you up, like all these amazing friends in the comments, it is a blessing. So, Mike, talk a little bit more about how the Hounds got started, because I know you've been on a couple times before, but a lot of people haven't heard the story. So give us a little information on that.
Man, I'll give you the mini version if I ever had one, Russ, man. I appreciate that. And so, again, I won't start at childbirth or anything weird, but, up till COVID, everybody's got that pivotal COVID story, right? And I'm no exception. But it's important to understand I did what everybody told me to do: get a job, get a career, go to school, get a degree. And man, that just didn't work for me. And so, I ended up in finance, financial coaching as a fiduciary. That's a long story. But, when COVID hit, I had right before then, I had started a business to support the back offices of other vice presidents, right? Financial. So, and I was dirt poor, Russ. You can't even burn dirt. So what are you supposed to, how are you supposed to create something and do something if you don't know how and you don't have resources? And so anyway, fast forward and I was doing pretty good. I felt like redneck George Jefferson, a guy like me making 100K, a year plus. That was crazy, right? I'm like, man, I feel like a gazillionaire. So COVID hit and they said, you can't go out and play anymore. And I'm sitting out at Christmas about 3 years ago, three Christmases ago. And I have a family. I have kids and zero income. Almost spent my last $4,000 on some kind of LinkedIn course because I couldn't go out and play, right? It was COVID. So longer story short, I met this crazy cage fighter from Chicago, right? And this guy was different. He was different than a lot of the folks I went out and saw on, influencer style. And he was just talking about the stuff I knew how to do. Know, like, and trust, bring value and curiosity, man, form real relationships that could be profitable. But I had no clue the football game to a baseball, football to that's what I mean, because I didn't know how to. So I pitch slapped. Sorry, folks. I pitch slapped with a P and spammed everybody for 2 years. That's where my hairline went, and so I didn't know. So anyway, what happened was I noticed one thing, Russ, and this is what I want, because people out there, they feel like they stink, right? I'm not good. Nobody likes me. No. Here's the thing, right? Advertising, you pay for, right? And it's about you. And there's nothing wrong with that, folks. Don't be sending me hate mail. I'm jealous of you. I'm like, wow, good, because I couldn't do it. I'm not a dumb guy, but I figured out why. And if this is you, I want you to understand this, because this is going to free you up. It's not you. It's like trying to teach a dog to meow, right? Come on, right? It's like bashing a square peg in a round hole. All these. So here's what I did. I went out and I said, you know what? Instead of pretending to sell people and, hopefully to get some 40 people on a random call to sell some poor sap that probably don't need it or stay in, I said, what if I just loved on people? Yeah, this is the corniest thing you'll ever hear. And so just to wrap the story, I noticed I went out. Bible says, ask, seek, and knock, Russ. And I did that. I asked, I sought, and I went out there and I said, you know what? Lots of folks like me, even successful people, made a lot of money. There was just something, not quite full. They didn't feel like they belonged. They were missing pieces. They couldn't figure out how to market online and LinkedIn, And so I just loved on people. And then the result of that was a formula that was the opposite. Not really relationship marketing. It is, but it's kind of evolved from that. And it combines community in a formula, a master attractor type of approach. It's like dating. If you don't do it in dating, you shouldn't do it in marketing, Russ. That's the rule of thumb. That'll change your whole game, especially your content and your strategy. But, I've noticed that people needed certain things. So they needed a community of folks that were like them that they can trust and work with. And then a lot of them needed a formula to build a business, not just do stuff on LinkedIn and look cool. They needed an actual business strategy that was centered around business that they can utilize online. So those are the two things. The community is the playground, the redneck Camelot. You're around people. We don't talk about us. I push up others just like you do. And then they push you up. And that's honest. It's not manipulation. Because when you push up others, you don't think Russ is going to risk his reputation and his livelihood to say I'm great if that ain't true, right? And that's the ecos. It's honest, and people want that. That before anything else that you offer, can I trust this person? Are they in my best interest? That's what everybody out there is thinking, and that's what we're trying to provide, that safe haven for folks. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And what I love is, I'm a firm believer that a rising tide lifts all ships. When we're helping lift each other up, it only makes us look better. My number one thing in telling my teams, as I used all my years in sales and marketing, was talk well about your competition, lift other people up. Do not tear people down, because it only makes you look better or worse depending on the one that you do. If you're a positive lifter, people are going to think highly of you. High integrity. If you're ripping everybody apart and you're competing so hard that you're trying to make others look bad, it makes you look bad.
Yeah.
And so I think when we, like you're talking about, pushing each other up, giving each other a boost and helping each other along, it doesn't take a lot of knowledge and smarts to realize that when we treat people the way we want to be treated and we love on people, it just helps us and them through the process, right? So it's building together.
Absolutely. And that's it. I mean, how could I drive off a cliff? It is a heck of a thing. And I empathize because I've been there, right? A lot of folks been there. To have a passion to do something special, be somebody, be your best self, and then continuously not do that, right? Not know how, to get rejected, to go through all the nasty crap you have to go through in order to be successful. That is pain. And yet, from going, when I started off having no clue, I didn't start the Hounds on purpose. It was started on accident, Russ. I just wanted some friends, man. That's how it really got going. Kind of like Zuckerberg, right? So, or Chris Rock jokes about him. He started Facebook, he had no friends. That's exactly why I started the Hounds. But then we didn't create and evolve it by accident, right? Because the pain that I saw in myself, I saw in others. And so, blind can't lead the blind, man. Somebody's got to take the lead. Somebody has to help somebody. And these folks have rallied around, all the folks in the comments and tons others. And so we have a formula. We're not perfect, but we have an alternative formula. And that's the whole calling card. Test drive us before you quit, because this ain't corny talk, guys. We're seeing this daily. I just got off a call connecting people surrounded by child suicide rates. Man, this is big. And it happened because we focused on each other. We had an ecosystem. We didn't worry about chasing outcomes with traditional marketing methods. We just loved on each other. I know it's corny, but then we did strategic things, right? Business things. So we had best of both worlds. Know, like, and trust, and people helping people. No more about just me. Hey, April Wyatt's great. April. I believe that she has helped me instrumentally in a lot of challenges, right? For example. And so what does April do? I don't expect anything from April. If we do, we'll have a business deal. But I just do that because she's the right type of person, right? And you, right? I don't expect anything from you, but you're a good man. I help you out, and you find an opportunity, you help me out. That's my kind of people. So I put the who before the what, because the Hounds didn't know what we were going to do. We just ended up doing it because we had winners like this. We had Royce and all these folks in here, and that's it. We're not here to play games. I'm here to leave a legacy. Time is short, Russ. That's what it's about.
Well, and it's unconditional, just like we talk about unconditional love, unconditional collaboration, and community, right? We are doing things for others, not expecting to get other things back. But I can tell you that you're going to see people helping you out and good things happening when you are blessing others. And I think that is so great. And speaking of collaboration and helping each other's out, everybody that's on right now, do me a favor, reach out there. Share this and tag your friends right now. Tag a couple friends and tell them you're missing an amazing conversation. Right, Mike? So continue on, Mike, with the fact that now we've got things in place with the Hounds of Business and you're moving forward. What are your big plans? Where would you like to see things go? And what kind of benefit are people going to get besides what we've already talked about?
Yeah, I mean, it's real simple. So through all that trial and error, right? So for me, crashing off the cliff 16,000 times, trying to figure out how to build a business and do all the things we need to do. And it's internal as well as external. Right? We think we have a sales problem, marketing issue, and you probably do. But let me tell you something from personal experience and seeing people all over the place do the same. When you get this right, when you focus on healing pain and things in the childhood, negative tapes. When you really dive in and start working on that, let me tell you something. Your marketing amplifies. People will come to you. I'm just experiencing this. I remember going out saying, how are we going to get 1 million people into this community so we can make an impact in this world? Right? We've got good people with good hearts, with lots of money and lots of time and freedom. We can make a serious dent. And then I went out there and I couldn't find them. I said, well, maybe my values are too high standards. And as soon as I let off to reevaluate and stop forcing, guess what? They found me. And that's the key, right? So we found principles. It's not kumbaya goofiness. We made a lot of money here, lots of money in this thing. And now we're trying to scale. We're going to scale it up. So it's around 4 things, folks. Boil it down to 4 things. If you want to come out, build or scale up your business, it's clarity. What does that mean? Right? Branding and content that has great clarity is designed to attract prospects. We're bug zapping. I ain't DMing and chasing people around. That's old school. That doesn't work. That's where my hairline went, Russ. And then connections. The second pillar that the Hounds and myself help, people understand is how to take that attraction from those connections, right? Right people, right places, visibility, exposure, right? Common purpose. You sell cookies, they sell milk, right? You can introduce and refer, not just strangers and, people that you forgot about in a DM. Number 3 is community. That's where the Hounds of business, right? We're all heading in the same direction, supporting each other towards success. And the last thing, conversion, right? We got to get paid. We got to help. In order to help people and have the time, we got to have money. So the right message, community partners and offers, man, that generates results, right? To pay clients. That's the 4 things that we provide and I do in my coaching, Russ. Simple. I boiled it down so you don't have to drive off cliffs and spend 10 years doing nonsense.
Well, and it's interesting too, because, some people think they can't even talk about money or getting paid because that's really a terrible, negative, horrible thing. But the bottom line is we all need to make a living. That's just a fact of life, right? But it's how we do it, how we go about it. When we're building together, when we're working in community, when we're growing and supporting and pushing each other up instead of tearing each other down, that is when we work together and good things do happen and we do make money. And you know what? I'm the kind of person, lead a simple life. I'm happy, man. If I have enough money to pay the bills and take my beautiful wife on a vacation, I'm happy. Don't need a whole lot of things, but everybody needs to realize that it's how you do things, not what you do, that can be the issue, right? If life is, it says in the Bible, God's word, it's the love of money that is the problem. It's not money itself that's the problem, right? It's why people go against that.
Thank you. And seriously, I grew up 6 years old, Sunday school pen, and it took me a long time to realize that truth. That look, Lazarus was a rich man. Somebody had to pay for all these poor guys running around spreading the gospel. I mean, they didn't just pop out of trees, right? So, and again, not to harp on, but I'm glad you bring this up, Russ. That's why I love talking to you, because people out there, they think they're the only ones that feel this way and struggle. Let me tell you something. Other people are doing it too. They're just better at hiding it than you are. Okay. We're in it. All right. Now, Hounds don't hide it. So here's my simple take. The more people I help, the more lives I change, the more solutions that we can help, the more money I make. It's a measuring stick. It's that simple. If I don't help a lot of people, I make a lot of money. So it's a win-win scenario. But here's what it's really about, man, because I know you're going to relate to this. Have you ever seen someone or something in need, right? It broke your heart. You're like, man, that's terrible. I can't believe that's going on. For me, it's a family not too far down the street. Great people. They work hard. They're just poor. And you would have helped those people. Could be somebody with cancer, doesn't matter. Or you would have helped them more, but you can't. You can't because you don't have the time, money, and freedom to do it. Have you guys ever been there? Chime in if you feel like it, but hey, don't have to embarrass. Do whatever. That I have way too many times. So let me understand what separates the Hounds from many things, right? Collectively and individually. We're no longer interested in paying the electric bill, right? And getting by and just us. We seriously, the next time, all right, I see a bunch of kids with underserved communities without coats, Russ, I'm buying them all a coat. No one's going to know I did it, right? Who's with me? That the next time, and all this I do now for money, I want to do for free. I want to go out there and just Santa Claus, all these people like myself, all the people in here who will change the world, who will help put a dent in homelessness, who will build businesses and be integrity, right? And never let that stuff go to their head and be a weirdo at airport stuff. That kind of stuff is why we exist. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Way beyond.
Totally. Yeah,
legacy.
totally. Yeah, I'm with you 100%, 100%. And you know what? I think that it's time that people quit looking past some of the most basic things in life, which is community and helping each other. I That's why I'm all about connection and community building, because I think people are getting into these complicated marketing schemes and all this stuff they think is going to be the ticket, and they're forgetting about people. And without, it's all about people. We're in the
It is.
people business, right? So
Amen.
today, as we wind things up, tell everybody what you really want them to remember from today, what your gold nugget is, but also why they should be part of a community, the Hounds or any good community, and what you can do and how they can get in touch with you that way.
Yeah, first of all, thank you. And I came, you said winding down. I'm just getting started. Gee whiz. So, hey, here's my best advice from experience, mine, and collectively from so many great folks. Take full control of your mind, body, all of it. Take it back. It's been hijacked. That's what it's been hijacked from suggestions, childhood, algorithms. You define success for yourself. Stop letting other people who just they can't do it for you, guys. You say yes. And if you got people pulling you back down in that hole, hey, love them. Don't cause a fuss, but you got to go find people who are going to help push you and pull you out of that daggone hole. All right. And number two, it's not just the Hounds thing. We have aligned. I have been blessed by, hey, it's a God thing. I work hard, but I'm not omnipotent, Russ. So as soon as I let off, right, all these amazing opportunities. So we have some of the most biggest hearted, most unbelievably successful people around our orbit. And guess what we're doing? God's been blessing us to be the spire of that hub, and we're connecting all of these amazing people. It's just remarkable. I cannot believe. And that's because of the people and the spirit and the belief and support I've got from all these folks in the comments and the hundreds in the Hounds. So here's my takeaway. Send me a DM on LinkedIn, Mike Ashabraner, Redneck One, Hounds of Business. We have a group call, folks. That's the one thing. Come into the group call, educational as well as entertaining. People are networking inside of these things. And listen, there's no hard sales pitch here. If something can change your life, here's my encouragement. Wish the heck I did this 40 years ago. Hey, know what you're saying yes and no to. That's why it's designed this way. If the Hounds isn't for you, you want to test drive, it's not for you, then you take the next step. I'll introduce you to somebody might be a better fit. But then the next time someone or yourself says, I stink at this, I can't do that, they're right, it's too much. I know a redneck. They introduce me to those people and then let them make up their own daggum minds. I don't pitch slap. I don't pester people, but I am on fire. I have a sense of urgency to go out there and get our message out. I'll risk being salesy looking to some people. I'm done. Now we have to change the world now, daggum. We're doing it. Now it's just a matter of more the merrier. So send me a DM. I got resources for you, but hey, this is a whole look at the people here. Come tap it. Look at Russ. He's in here. That's all I got to say. We got Russ. We got the walking New Testament in the house. Plug in, folks.
You are an amazing person bringing people together. You encourage, inspire, and you build community in the right way. And I'm thankful for you, Mike. And I'm glad that you were able to come back today, share some more insight, promote the Hounds. And I love it. And I'm so thankful for all that you do. I'm going to say goodbye, but hang tight in the green room. We're going to have a chat afterwards, but thanks for being a blessing.
I appreciate you, Russ. You're a solid man, and you do a lot behind the scenes. And on behalf of the Hounds, we all appreciate you, big dog. We really do. Thank you for being you, man.
Thanks, Mike. All right. See you in a second. All right. What a blessing, you guys. Mike and the Hounds, I'm telling you, you got to look into that. Be part of a good community, whatever community you can. There's so many really good ones. Here's all Mike's connection information on the bottom of the screen. And also, it is going to be ticking along the bottom in just a moment when I make it do that. There you go. His LinkedIn is ticking along the bottom. I want to tell you, you need to be part of a good group. Another good group I want to talk about is my friend D. Scott Smith and Alan Hennessy, the Global Tea Break. That's a free, amazing networking group, international networking group. So besides the Hounds, look into Global Tea Break. Go to globalteabreak.com. It'll be in the comments here, the website. And but all of that, I'm telling you, community is where it's at. Community is where it's at. You find good people, they will lift you up. You can lift them up. You are better with people in your life. We are better together for sure, for sure. And I'm so thankful for Mike, for the Hounds. All of his information, like I said, is in the comments and the show notes. Is clickable. You go right to it. please connect with Mike today, and so thankful for him. So with that, don't forget we're here at 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time every Monday and Thursday on Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie. We're all about how amazing people connect. Mike is one of those amazing people. So today, get out there, make it an awesome day. So thankful that you're here and part of my community. And until next time, which will be Monday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, have an amazing, amazing week. Talk to you soon. All right. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.